I tried my best and I screwed up. Trying out some new stuff for the lives. I can't see my chat right now. There's going to be some kinks to be worked out. So I'm going to use my phone to keep an eye on the chats. It should be showing up in the bottom, but it ain't. You guys can see me okay? Okay. There we go. What do we think? So there should be in the underneath the breakfast cereal logo should be the chat scroll, and that's not working. So I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I'll do some more tests and make it look better. But I think this is a cool look to start. Yeah, excited. I just wish I could see my chat right now. Let me see. How is everybody on this fine evening in the meantime? Bear with me. Okay, I'll use the phone to keep an eye on that. Instead, I'll just move it over to here so I don't have to always be staring down. Everybody hear me okay? I can turn myself up a bit. Is that better? Somebody said I was quiet. We'll try there. Chat's still rolling. Audio is low. Hello and yes. Thank you for being with me. Mike says I've been binge watching your channel. That's awesome. Okay, so only I could just see my chat. Where is it? Where are you, chat? I can see it on my phone, but it'd be much nicer. I apologize, folks. I'm gonna just roll with the phone because I don't want to take everybody's time up. Okay, so let us chat. A couple things have been going on. One, name's not Vince, name's Josh. You guys know that. Who knows? If you tell me what this is from. I've worn this shirt before and we've talked about it, but yeah. Checking in here. Can see and hear great. Yes, much better. Volume is great. Okay, awesome. How many do we got in here? Looks like we got 31. Okay, good start for the day. So, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with the channel. So, specifically over the next little while, you're going to be seeing some guests. Guests will be back starting, I believe, next week. It's not for sure, but I believe starting next week, I will be having guests. I do have a guest confirmed from 2 weeks from now, and that is Bill. I've had him on before for a live stream, and it was awesome. He's a guy who has spent a lot of time on death row talking to people who are on death row, which is pretty wild. So looking forward to having him on. Also, I'll be having somebody on. When I had my Ted Bundy video come out a couple of weeks back, I had someone come out and say that they saw the same interview covered on a channel called Guilty Words. And what it is a YouTube channel where a woman she's a teacher, linguist, and she has she breaks down the interviews by word choice and what the words that people use mean, right? It's very interesting. So her and I have been discussing, we had a meeting talking about getting together and doing a live stream together where we do a Charles Manson interview live. And she's going to break it down for us, and I'm going to probably trip her up a bunch with my stupidity. But I think that would be a lot of fun, and that's on the docket for potentially next week. I'll know for sure Friday and let everybody know. I'm just going to check in with my chat. Cereal breakfast is the best to fall asleep to. Please stand by for technical difficulties. Volume is great. Seems like we're doing better now. Wednesday says it's your boyfriend's name, meaning Vince. Well, Wednesday, no, it is. Yeah, it is Tom Cruise. It's Color Money. It's the shirt that he has in Color Money. And Color Money is one of my favorite movies, so I bought the shirt. I thought I like to buy shirts that are weird when they're related to movies, not just like a Color of Money shirt. I know that's kind of silly, but yeah. I missed the Guess Who show. Yeah. I'm looking for new guests for the Guess Who show as well. So hopefully, I reached out to a few people already, and I'm waiting to hear back. I hope that I do hear back, but one or two of them would be pretty good if they do end up coming out. Manson has awesome interviews. Yes, Prison is my playground. Hey, thanks for all the comments on the channel recently. I really appreciate them. And yes, Manson interviews are the best, especially the idea of doing this with a linguist. I can't wait till we get to the Vushkvat British, and I get to like make her tell me what all of those words mean. Are you gonna have Chill Fortnite vibes back? Well, I want to do Chill Fortnite vibes. If you don't know, is from a video that we did on making John Wayne Gacy's last meal. Chill Fortnite vibes is a guy who worked for KFC. And I met him when I was in the mall trying to convince him to. He said he knew what was in the recipe, and then I convinced him to be in the episode with me. And he turned out to be kind of weird, and he turned out to be awesome. And he turned out to have his own Twitch channel that he continually promoted on the channel in the episode. And his Twitch channel was called Chill Fortnite Vibes. And yes, I'd love to have him back. I want to have him back and as a panel of experts because it wouldn't make any sense. You mean Freddie and Bruce aren't guests? Yeah, of course they are. There's Freddie. Freddie boy, he's asleep. He's sleeping on one of the robes, eh? He's got his Mr. Potato Heads with him. He's snoring like crazy. I can't believe you guys can't hear that. Hi, I made it. Excited to be here. Hi, Maddie. I'm going to have to check her channel out. Also, love your breakdowns of Infamous and Abuse, by the way. Cool. Have you thought about doing Stephen Trescott? He's a Canadian and from my hometown. Where in... I'm Canadian, and that one doesn't sound familiar. Is he the one from out east who died recently? How do you do, fellow kids? Yeah, you should see the Chill Fortnite vibe. Whether or not Chill Fortnite Vibes is a real guy or just a plant of a friend of mine is up for debate, right? I was watching the Dahmer and Bundy interview on your channel. I haven't heard. I'm sorry yet. Either one. F those dudes. Yes, F those dudes. You should do a tier list of the worst way killers got caught. That's a good idea. I keep meaning to do a tier list, something or other. That might be a good way to do it. It's really bumming me out that the chat's not working. The chat's supposed to be showing up as you guys are doing it underneath my logo. I'm gonna have to do some tests. The thing is, it won't let you test it without going live, and I didn't want to go live just to test it. So it was kind of annoying. I thought I had it set up correctly. So I'll have to test it on a different channel. And then, boom. Wow, we just got a super chat. And look, hey, that worked. It shows up on the bottom there. William Schaefer gave us $10 in the super chat. Wow, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Right now I am raising money for the channel to buy some storage solutions. If you're aware, the AI boom, shitty AI, for the most part, has skyrocketed the cost of hard drives for everybody else. And I was just in the process of building a new RAID because I don't throw anything out. I don't delete my episodes. I don't delete my raw footage because I might want to do a callback. It's just not a good idea to delete stuff. I'm a very big believer in archiving. So you can imagine the amount of footage that I store. I have large hard drives, but I am constantly in an uphill battle. So I want to build a solution for the channel that'll last for several years. That's pricey. So I'm putting all the money that the channel does make right now towards that goal. So I appreciate that. $10 is awesome. Oh, and on that note, I have people were bugging me about the boxes. So I did, look at that. This is beautiful, this new streamer. I love this. I brought the boxes back for sale. They are up. Very limited amount left at breakfastcerealshop.com if anybody does want them. These ones actually did have the backs on them, right? You can see that one there, the Gacy one with the what's under the house. Yeah, this is the original run of boxes that I had done about a year ago, and I still had some left. They cost me a lot to make. They're premium product for sure. They're like basically better than a cereal box you'd find in the grocery store for sure. I've got them up right now for $24.99, I believe. They're pretty awesome. They ship flat and they have self-adhesive on them. You can put them together. I also will see if we get a few super chats today. I'm gonna throw a discount code into the chat as well if anybody wants to get one of these, but of course no pressure. There you go. That's all of them there. I have right now, I have Dahmer, Gacy, Ramirez, Eileen, and Kemper boxes. The backs are hilarious. Well, darkly hilarious. Let's see here. This is, yeah, so Gacy, you've got it's supposed to be his house with the bodies under. you could cut that square out, and then you'd have like all the cereal representing dirt. Shake the box, and then there's little like body figurines. That's really dark. I'm sorry. Kemper with a dartboard. If you have darts inside, if you're familiar with what he did with his mother's head, that's why there's a dartboard on that one. Among other things that he did with her head, to be honest. Ramirez is just a thing for making fun of his teeth. Eat this box of cereal to get your own teeth like Ramirez. And then Eileen's is just a... She's always crushing beers, so it's just a beer coloring book. Oh man, so originally when I started the channel, I made all the boxes. I did make I made backs for the boxes. It took me so long to design all these things. This is a maze for Dahmer. It's like, don't get caught, don't get distracted by the mannequin in the middle. But it was so much work, and I realized that you never see the backs of the boxes in the episode, so I stopped making the backs. But the ones that I did have manufactured by a box manufacturer, those do have backs. And it's funny because the original so I make one box myself, like as an arts and craft project, essentially, every time I make an episode, right? But I don't make them in bulk, and you couldn't sell those. Those are just like real cereal boxes that I flattened out and make a sticker and put it on top to make the box for the episodes, right? And then these boxes were just, yeah, these are legit boxes that were made. Anyways, yeah, I'm digging this thing here. I just wish the chat was showing up, as I continually say, but whatever. This is the coolest dark merch I've ever seen, LOL. Well, pick one up. The other merch is going to be coming soon too, because people have been bugging me for that. I'm going to bring, you know, we'll get some shirts going. We'll get some Stop the Swings stuff going. I think the swing logo is a good one, like the kid on a swing with the cross through it. They aren't filled with cereal. No, sorry, they come flat. Say those are so great. Batteries not included. Josh, you should do some prank videos with boxes in stores. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, eh? Could you do urban legends inspired by serial killers like Jack the Ripper and Peter Stump? So what's the urban legend inspired by Jack the Ripper, for example? I'm curious. I have a Jack the Ripper full-length episode. Do you get the boxes printed for you? Is it possible to get custom cereal boxes? So the ones that I have that are for sale are from an actual box manufacturer, essentially, right? And you can't just get one made. I had to get like a large run done. Otherwise, you know, they're not going to do it. You know, they have to set up the machines and all of that, and it costs a lot of money to get the run done of boxes, you know. The ones that I make, just one-offs for episodes, yes, I work with a printer, a local printer, who happens to have a large format printer and the largest sticker paper I've ever seen. And they print the front of the box and the side of the box. It goes on one label, and then the back of the box is on a second label, and then I flatten out a box myself and undo it, you know, break it apart, flatten it out, put my label on top, cut around like all like the little weird shapes, fold it back together and glue it, and then boom, that's how I do my individual ones. And they look really good. I mean, but I couldn't sell them. It wouldn't, they're not the quality to be sold, you know. They're not a real box. Those boxes, the editing and the humor are all awesome and binge worthy. You'll be big soon. I hope so. Just keep them coming. Gotta run. Looks forward to anything you make. That's awesome. I got what's coming out this week. I don't know. I'm back and forth between releasing another episode on the True Detective magazine or my History of True Crime episode. Talk about like true crime in ancient Rome and stuff. Can't wait for a BS shirt Wednesday. Don't say that. That's rude. The Wheaties cereal is the same color and font. Yeah, it's 100% exactly what I was doing, right? Like that's why I thought it was. I thought it was apparent. Like the whole idea was that Wheaties would put like an athlete on the front of their boxes, and how weird would it be if instead of an athlete, it was like a serial killer on the box. And so I took their logo, I redid their logo essentially as mine, and I took that concept. I thought it was just weird, a weird look, right? Oh no, the swings, LOL. Make it a notebook sketchbook. Make what? Like the box design? Jack Ripper is an urban legend himself. No, he's not, because he actually happened. An urban legend is something that doesn't happen. That's just like a myth, isn't it? Like that would be my understanding of it. You could say that Jack the Ripper is a legend, I guess. Legendary. But urban myth, I don't think. Urban legend, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been interested in Peter Stump and werewolves lately. It's a good statement. Perhaps you could do an episode on supernatural killers. Like who? Does the Picton box taste like pig dung? I don't think it's pig dung. I think it's pig shit. And yeah, it should, eh? It should just freaking Picton. When I made the Picton episode, he was still alive. Now he's not. Ancient Rome sounds cool. Yeah, it starts in ancient Rome, and then it goes on through medieval times. This is the History of True Crime episode. Through medieval times into like 1800s, and then early 20th century to today. And it's just about the consumption of true crime, because believe it or not, it goes way back. As I joke at the beginning, I'm not going to go all the way back to the original crime with that snake and that woman and the apple and shit, but like pretty close. Yeah. History of true crime next, do you think? Yeah, it's the True Detective magazine's episodes you've been doing are pretty fascinating. It's wild to see the history of true crime. Yeah, they are. And they come up in the History of True Crime episode as well. I do ship worldwide. If you're asking about the cereal boxes. I think I can't remember how much shipping is. It's not crazy. But yeah, go check it out. Oh, and just a note too, if you go, when you first go to that site, if you're interested in picking up a box, the currency is listed in Canadian dollars. So it's $24.99 Canadian dollars. You can, at the top of the site, there's a little drop down menu, and you can switch it to whatever currency you want if you want to see what that price is reflected in your local currency. But I think it's like, if it's 24 Canadian dollars, that's like $18 US. Candyman. For the tier list video, I can imagine you slapping random faces aggressively on a board. Good content. Yeah. It's a good idea. I was going back over my book club initial script. I was laughing so hard. I laugh a lot at my scripts. But that'd be a fun one to do as well. Did you ever see To Catch a Killer? I think it's the best serial killer. Oh, screw off. I think it's the best serial killer. It's about Gacy. Yeah, it's the one with Dennehy, isn't it? Brian Dennehy, or I think this is the guy's name who plays Gacy. I heard it was good. I haven't seen it. Oh, now that I figured this out too, what I'm going to do very soon, we're going to have we're going to get together for a live and just watch that Dahmer movie that I think is so bad. It's called, oh yeah, it's called A Secret Life, Jeffrey Dahmer. It's the one that came out while Jeff was still alive even. It's really bad. I did a review on it, but I'm going to put that on for everybody, and we're just going to watch it together. It's awesome. Have you seen Charles Manson's Superstar? A lot crazy connections are made. Is that the... There was a Charles Manson thing. It was like a marionette thing. I think maybe Wednesday showed me that. Hit the like button, cornflakes. That's right. Do it up. News stripped down. I'll make you uncomfortable. If you guys want to check out the news stripped down, go to his channel. I saw a movie about Gacy and didn't realize a Power Rangers actress was in it. Sweet. Make my monster grow, baby. That's what Gacy said. Have you done a video on the real Dexter? Who's the real Dexter? Not a serial killer, but you should talk about the Gabby Petito murder. It's so cool and a crazy story. Did you guys see that? What's his name? Can't remember his name. That guy got his ruling overturned. The guy who killed his wife and son. What's his name? Cab something. I forget his name. It was just today. Or he gets a new trial at least. Yes, he was really good and I highly recommend it. It's free on YouTube. Is that Bruce on the couch? No, that's Fred. Fred's the dog. Bruce is the cat. And Bruce is actually named Lucy. But it's like, you know how nicknames happen. I've told this on here before. It's like Lucy, Lucy, Loose, 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 Bruce. And then Bruce stuck. And then sometimes she gets called Mrs. Bruce. Murdoch. Yeah, knew I could count on Wednesday. Thanks, bud. You didn't have to do that. No, I didn't. But I did. Do you have a video about serial killers using the insanity defense? That occurred to me while watching the Dahmer interview, and I'm curious if you have an opinion on if it should be awarded. It's a good idea. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, again, I'm no psychologist, right, as I like to say. And then people like to remind me in the comments all the time. But that's a good one. I mean, it's tough, right? Like, there's some people who say, well, if Dahmer's not insane, who is? Fair. But he was also very aware and knew what he was doing. And he knew it was wrong. And he did it anyways. I don't know, like, you know. That's a tough question. And it would be a good episode. The Girl Who Hated Mondays, yeah. I should get around to that. Do you have a video? Did you know that John Wayne Gacy promoted the Kinks on their first U.S. tour? Rumor has it that the brothers went to his house and partied with them and he got creeped out and left. Oh, really? Hello, la 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 la. La 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 la. What about there's a Picton connection. So Willie Picton had that it was called Piggy's Palace Fun Time, whatever, social club or something. It was like a bar that he purchased club, and they'd have bands come and play and stuff. And the crazy thing is, one of the bands that played is Nickelback before they were big. Canadian connection, because Nickelback's out that direction. They're from the West Coast. Speaking of shit, Nickelback. I don't understand why that dude gets called the real Dexter. He did nothing like Dexter other than put plastic on his walls. Who was it? I missed the name. Oh, Pedro Filho. Have you heard back from that chapter yet? No. No, he's never going to answer me. It's all good. He won't answer me till I'm bigger than he is. Then he'll have to answer to me. Yeah. Yeah, thanks Canada for Nickelback. Canada's given you guys like everyone that is good that you guys like is Canadian. Let's think about it. Like the biggest names in music, pretty much. Bieber. Bieber's from like 15 minutes from my house. My friend was his camp counselor. Bieber. You got who else in music? Drake. Shania Twain from my last episode. Who else is big? I don't know. Music-wise, there's lots. Let's think. Actor-wise, the biggest movie right now, the biggest movie of the year, Ryan Gosling. He's Canadian. He's from an hour down the road in London, Ontario. Yeah, all the big names in comedy, like 90% of them are Canadian. So you're welcome, Wednesday. What have you given us other than the Orange Man? Deadpool, yeah, he's Canadian as well. John Candy, yeah. So I had something to do with that. I got to work sort of related to that John Candy documentary, and I met got to shoot a scene with Ryan Reynolds and Colin Hanks this like last year, like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. Yeah, Diddy's your guys. Alanis Morissette, yeah. Burton Cummings, Guess Who? There you go. I love Canada, by the way. I've been about 20 times. I love Vancouver and Alberta the most. And Jim Carrey is Canadian. Jim Carrey is Canadian. Ryan Baby Goose, Justin Bieber. The best Canadian ever is Norm Macdonald. Norm's great, of course. Yeah. Yeah, you can keep Drake, LOL. Yeah. That's, yeah. Let's switch this up again. Let's look at our boxes some more. I gotta do a better job keying the box out. This looks like an amateur did it. This looks like one of those crappy YouTube channels where they don't know how to use green screens. But this is like, yeah, it's because the box was on a fully white backdrop and I wanted it transparent for on here. I did my best. Someday I'll rotoscope it. I did this in like 5 minutes. Okay, Norm Macdonald, you're forgiven for Nickelback. Screw Alberta, a bunch of crybabies. Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat. Alberta's, yeah, Alberta. I wish I could just say, yeah, you know what? Just go. No one cares. No one wants you. I'm a wrestling fan. Many great Canadian wrestlers. Yeah, I'm not a big wrestling fan. Who's Canadian? Jake will always be Jimmy from Degrassi to me. There was Degrassi's Toronto. Yeah, there was a girl from like the Degrassi, the Next Generation was from my high school. Adam Beach. Never heard of him. I feel like I'm about to buy something off QVC. What's QVC? Is that like some crappy site? Are you saying my website looks crappy? Is that what you're saying? The Hart family? Really? They are? Like Bret the Hitman Hart and stuff? He's Canadian? I didn't know that. I don't like living in this province, but there's no money back home. Oh, sorry, you're in Alberta. Where's back home? I'm gonna guess out east somewhere, because there's lots of money in Ontario. Well, it's like Ontario's, yeah, fine. I don't know, like where News Strip Down lives. I don't think there's like maybe 8 jobs in that entire province. Home Shopping Network. Ah. Yeah. I'm super excited to display that Dahmer box in my apartment and further creep out. Oh yeah, you picked one up. I saw that. Yeah. Further creep out my friends. Owen Hart and his family. Yeah, but Owen Hart is Bret the Hitman Hart's brother. Is he not? Are you planning on making more videos on serial killer movies? I'd love for you to cover them, Deliberate Stranger or that Zac Efron Bundy movie. Deliberate Stranger. What's that one about? I don't think I even know that one. Now, the thing about the Efron one is I don't know what I would make fun of too much because it's not really a B movie. It's pretty well done. It's like I'll do some more B movie ones, you know. But for example, the Zodiac, what a movie! That's an amazing movie. I'd have nothing this bad to say about it. So what would I do? Just gush over the movie the whole time, you know? How would you react if loved ones of the victims saw this channel? Well, I think the thing is that, again, this channel, every episode that I've made on a serial killer, I'm making fun of the serial killer. I never make light of the crime. I'd make fun of this. I'd knock them down and down and down and down and down. You know, so why is that? If anything, it's less glorification than somebody who just retells the same old, here's what happened and here's like crime scene photos and stuff, and they don't add anything to it. I'm taking the guy down a peg, and I never make fun. I never make a joke at the victim's expense, of course, you know. Killer Drip, yeah, that was fun in Killer Drip with Efron. Dahmer versus Gacy watch along, yeah, for sure. That's one worth doing too. I'm in the process of writing some. Could I take them? Which will be good. The Deliberate Stranger is the very first movie made about Bundy and his crimes. So, there's another Bundy movie starring Chad Michael McMurray from like One Tree Hill plays Bundy. It's weird. Anyone seen the movie Rubber about the tire? Yeah, I've seen that one. Or actually, sorry, no, I haven't. I've seen the, I've seen the trailer and clips. You should cover the Rex H case, Long Island. I've talked about it a decent amount on different episodes. I'm waiting. I think I'll do something on him when the when the sentencing happens. This channel shits on those losers. Yes. Also, I feel like proper respect is usually paid to the victims and everything is factual. Yeah. You kind of capped out at 80K, eh? Next step in the YouTube world. Yeah, it's slowed. The subscriber growth has slowed in the last little bit. I got a few ideas. I think it'll pick back up. YouTube growth generally goes like this. Let me use this hand. You go up, you go up, and then you kind of plateau here for a bit, and then a while after you go up, and then you plateau there for a bit, and then you go up. So I'm on that next level, I think, because I was at 4,000 6 months ago. But yeah, for a while there, I was growing by like sometimes even 2,000 subs in a day. But now it's like 2,000 a month. So, yeah, we'll see. You know, all it takes is another episodes that kind of pop off, and I'll jump up to 100K, and we'll go from there. Remember the original Valentine's Day Massacre from the late 70s? Wasn't the original Valentine's Day Massacre back in like the 30s with like friggin' Al Capone and stuff? Wouldn't they call that Valentine's Day Massacre? Really insane growth, something to be proud of. Thank you. Ready to see that breakfast cereal play button? Yeah, me too. I want that 100K one, big time. Bragging about giving us Bieber. Unsubscribe. Just kidding. But Bieber? Really? I mean, he's like the largest recording artist in the last like 10 years. Whether or not you like him or I like him, I mean, we gotta say, like, I mean, so tell your friends. Do you have 100,000 friends? So happy you got where you are now. Just a shame it took so long. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go really hard back into where did all the serial killers go again for my next batch. And we'll see, because seems like every time I do one of those, it kind of shoots up. And I've got like 4 or 5 more theories to explore. So I'm excited for that. Yo, what's up? Ben Shapiro, trans Ben Shapiro. When's the Bonnie and Clyde episode coming? Not the next episode I do, probably the one after, but it's so huge. So it'll be within a month for sure. I'm more concerned about the public reaction to the attractive actors. What do you mean, sorry? I want the Discord server so bad. I hope I won't sound like a Discord mod saying that. Well, yeah. I mean, the Discord server is going to come out at 100K. I'm going to hold it till then. I just want you to acknowledge my suggestion of covering exploitation films inspired by the Manson case, in particular ones that were made shortly after the murders occurred. Like what? Name them. Her name is Brett Cooper. Please don't misgender someone over a political disagreement. What are we talking about? The fact that Hollywood keeps hiring objectively attractive males to play these monsters in movies. I mean, Hollywood's always going to do that. That's just what's going to happen because they need to put butts in seats. I was even like, this is funny, like, this is not related to that, but never in a million years. I read Project Hail Mary, and Gosling was amazing in the film, but like, he's not what I had pictured in my brain when reading the book at all. Like, the guy was supposed to be kind of bad with women to an extent, kind of a nerd, had bad relationships, blah blah blah. He was supposed to be a nerd, and his students kind of like, you know, like, and then they're like, Gosling's such a nerd. It's like, yeah, okay. It was a joke. I'm missing what's happening here. Brett Cooper looks like female Ben Shapiro. It was Jim Jones' birthday today. Thanks. Let's light a candle, shall we? What time is it, folks? 9:41. We're going an hour today. Yeah, make sure you like this chat. Oh, here we go again. Round and round. Just like in the book Psycho, Norman Bates is short, fat, and kind of middle-aged, but in the movie, he's Anthony Perkins. Yeah. That's just what they kind of got to do. you know, I get it, but honestly, most of John Waters' early works can fit this mold. Oh, I know that guy. I remember. Yeah, okay. Conspiracy theory. I actually wonder if part of the reason you're not way bigger is your stuff looks too good. I remember seeing your channel for the first time thinking you were an industry plant. So yeah, I mean, there's a school of thought on YouTube in that regard, that it's like, oh, it's supposed to be where people just like, where anybody makes stuff, and it's not about production value, it's about just being authentic, right? And I think there's room for both. So I think it depends on how you start your channel and how you grow your channel, right? So I think I was just on a podcast recently actually talking about YouTube growth, and it was like the channel I worked for before, they started, it was just a couple of guys kind of in this garage with like cell phones for cameras, and before cell phones were even that good, and like not really any video know-how for the most part. Like they were good enough, like they were fine, and they built like a huge audience because they were making cool stuff, you know. And then I think what happens is people think like, oh, I'm getting really big, my videos need to get like looking way better and blah blah blah. So then they like hire a team and they get away from what their audience is used to and what their audience liked about them. They become more produced, they become more this, that, and the other thing. People go, oh, you're sellout. That's not why we like you. We want to go back to just like fooling around in the garage, right? Now, if you start your channel with production and quality and personality, hopefully, and you grow that way, then you don't risk that as much. I don't think. I'm never going to like get even more produced than I am now, but I'm never going to not have my stuff look good. That's just my nature as a filmmaker, and like the fortunate side of having filmmaker good friends and like an excellent director of photography as like one of my best friends who makes the channel with me, and the fact that I am, well, I'll toot my horn, I'm a good editor and I'm always going to spend the time to edit like that. So yeah, who's to say? Oh, hard drive fund, $5. Thank you, William, appreciate it. There we go. The hard drives I gotta purchase these days are like, it's gonna cost me like $5,000 to like put together a RAID, a server, essentially, right? It's crazy. Look how hot the BTK actor was. Oh, and yeah. But he wasn't a main character, was he? No, for real. When I saw his channel the first time, it was way too professional to be as small as it was. So at the end of the day, having good production value is not going to make you popular. It's not going to, I don't think it's going to hurt you either. You can have the best cameras in the world, the best editor in the world, but you still have to make like authentic and good content, right? Those are just tools. So it's like your content is still what you got to live or die by. And personally, I believe that I make good stuff, and I think I could do the same with like a cell phone. I just don't want to. It wouldn't look as good, but I would still make the same type of video. Super interested to see you cover cults. Have you ever seen Paramount series Wake? Yeah, I have. The Waco series was awesome. Michael Shannon. I saw both the McVeigh one, like the Oklahoma follow-up, and the original. Yeah, they were both good. They got some flack for from some areas of the internet for sympathizing too much with the Branch Davidians, but that's neither here nor there. I did think it was weird when Ed Gein came out and people were simping over Gein. Yeah, so that was a weird one, man. Charlie Hunnam, or however you pronounce his name, playing Ed Gein. Like, it just, I don't know. That would be like casting Brad Pitt as Gacy. It's like, it just doesn't work. I don't know. I haven't seen that though, the Gein thing. I don't watch those. I got a jet. Everyone have a great rest of your week. Peace, Josh and Wednesday. Peace, man. My favorite video so far is your recent-ish cult one. You mean the Heaven's Gate one? That's one of the best couch videos ever, I think. Top 3 couch episode. I really liked the Stockholm Syndrome episode too, and I'm really excited for Bonnie and Clyde. So, I hate goodbyes. What's that from when the guy says it like that? I hate Dumb and Dumber. The thing that makes Manson so fascinating is that it wasn't just one person going around killing people. It was an organized group, and they were super brutal across only 2 nights. Yeah. And the motivations are still unclear to this day. I hate it when people simp over serial killers. Like, guys, they're killers. They kill. Cameron, have you seen my episode called, I think it's called How Do You Fall in Love with a Serial Killer? Or I'm in Love with a Serial Killer, maybe? I released it on Valentine's Day, not this past one, the one before. One of my favorites. It's like a pink backdrop to begin. I don't think many people watch it to the end. At the end, I did this really heartfelt like monologue on what I think love is. And I really liked the ending. I thought it was warm and fuzzy. I should cut it out as its own little bit and put it up on the channel someday. It's so opposite of what I normally talk about. Yo, dude, your content is effing awesome. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, I came in late, so you may have said it before. I may have missed it, but can you give us a spoiler for the next vid? So the next vid is either, I haven't decided fully. It's either going to be Bernie Bay gave me $10. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Going towards that hard drive fund, baby. And the question, your chair needs WD-42. LOL. I sent you a question about it and order via email. Really, this chair? This chair is a knockoff. This chair, but when my channel makes me a ton of money someday, one of the first things I'm going to buy myself is this original chair, the Eames chair, the Eames lobby chair. Look it up; they're so sick. I love it. They're like kind of like Mad Men-y chairs, but they're amazing. Anyways, to answer your question about the episode, I haven't decided. I got to figure out my timing, but it's either going to be a True Detective episode or a episode on the history of true crime, starting with ancient Rome. I sent you a question about an order via email. Oh, I already saw that. I'll answer your email. Thoughts on the apparent connection between John Wayne Gacy and Dean Corll? I don't know. I haven't looked enough into it. That's YouTube Shorts material right there. What? Joke's on him. I love ASMR. Watching something recently with Gigi Allen's brother and a friend on serial killer memorabilia collection. Your thoughts on this? Okay, so I have a whole episode on memorabilia. It's called Would You Wear Dahmer's Glasses? It's like 5 months old, maybe, not even. Around December, I think I released it, and he's in it. I mean, he wasn't in my episode, but he was. I should have him on the live, or try to. Merle Allen. Yeah, I talk about him. There's a whole section on him. I've talked about Gigi Allen in a few episodes for different reasons. It's a $6,000 chair. Yeah, depends on where you get the Eames lobby chair. If you get an original, like, 60s, 70s lobby chair, they can go for that much. It's stupid, but it's like everybody's got that one thing, you know, where it's like, I'd love to pick this stupid thing, you know. But in the meantime, I've got a nice knockoff. I vote for Rome. I'm a history buff. Yeah, it's more about, like, I gotta figure out based on the schedule for the channel as to what's best, because the last couple episodes didn't do too great, and I don't think True Detective will do too great. But if I don't do True Detective, I might have like 3 left over. Like, I don't know. So I got to make up my mind tomorrow, because I have to do a lot of editing tomorrow on one or the other. Any more than $200 for a chair is crazy work. I mean, even this knockoff, I think, was more than that. But like my old work bought it for me. I got like they give you this is back in 20, I forget, work from home. So they were like, yeah, the company gives you X amount of dollars for a chair and X amount of dollars for blah blah blah. I'll check it out. Thank you. I wonder if there's any cool serial killer accomplices you could go over. There's usually not many. I got in an argument in the comments with some guy who was like telling me that they absolutely talk to each other, and like as I said, it's not like they ever in a group together. When the guy asked Kemper if how many serial killers were out there, the guy said, "You're a fool if you don't think that they're communicating with each other." Like, okay. You're a fool, sir. They're not communicating with each other. They're not, like, that's so, like, unless they're a complete moron, they're keeping quiet. They're not going out trying to find other serial killers to talk to. They don't care. That's not the motives. That's not what they're into. That's such a silly thing to argue about. My first live video I ever chatted on, and I'm super happy it was with you, dude. I can't wait to see what all you do with your channel. Thank you, Christy. I really appreciate that. I got a lot in store for this channel. We have to change shooting space again. So I found a theater not far from where I live. That's a pretty good rate, because cameraman Eric's space is no longer available. Sucks, but we gotta do what we gotta do. They have a Discord channel, and every year they do a serial killer convention. It's like the comments when people will put in the subtitle in the comment section, and they're like trying to be all like tough. Not even kidding, like they're not even joking. They're like, I'm a serial killer and what's experience. It's like, if you're a serial killer and you're commenting that you're a serial killer on YouTube videos, you're a freaking moron. Did I catch this live? Pamela just. Pamela, you keep asking me. I keep telling you. I'm like, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. And then you either miss it or come late. It's all good. Welcome. Keep your squeaky chairs as long as it's comfortable. Right on. So, what do you guys mean as Sandman here? It's like BTK level dumb, yeah. I'm looking forward to your video. Redacted. Are you into mystery stuff? Like sexually? Into it? Yeah, blind. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Like mysteries are good. Do you think the guy who called into the Howard Stern show was a real serial killer? Good question. That's interesting, right? Have everybody seen that? It's interesting. Like unsolved mysteries. Yeah, for sure. Haha, I know. ADHD. Yeah. Who knows about that guy on Howard Stern? Watch it and you be the judge, folks. Watch it and you be the judge. Didn't they say they like traced his call to something or other? I forget how far it went. I kind of think he was. Josh, you should do a video about that grave robber guy. Is that your dad? Oh boy. Or just grave robbers in general. Hey, it's my boy. Hey, user NQ4MY3PG5N. Who called Howard Stern? Yeah, that's the question of the hour. If you Google or YouTube search serial killer calls Howard Stern, you can watch and listen to the whole thing. Some guy called in and said he was a serial killer, and Howard Stern talked to him back in the 90s, I want to say it was. I can't remember. I want to believe. I had that as a poster, from the same poster as Mulder, because X-Files rules. Yeah. Where's the serial killer convention? Hard no. Why would he stay on the phone long, though? Can't they trace that? Somebody just commented on one of the videos. It's not showing up here, but they commented on one of the videos. You said grade 8. You're Canadian. We say grade 8 instead of 8th grade. I'm in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. First grade, second grade. Yeah. Wait, isn't the movie... Oh, no, the movie's called 8th grade, right? Not grade 8. Yeah. What up? My favorite true crime show. Well, welcome, Sad Hatter. Pamela, you don't got to apologize for typos. It's all good. I'm just free-winging our live here. I restarted X-Files last week. Never missed an episode. Holds up. Yeah, it's great, man. Some of the Creature of the Week ones and stuff. X-Files is awesome. And they have sweet Jeep Cherokees. I'd love to buy a Jeep, like a 93, 94, 90, kind of like 96 maybe, Jeep Cherokee. They're awesome. They go for a lot now, though, I think. If you find one that's good. Clever. I know about grade 8 thing from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah. I got my grade 10. He's bragging about getting his grade 10. He's got like a varsity jacket that says grade 10. Man, Trailer Park Boys was great for like 2.5 seasons, and then it's just god awful. Anyone seen the Onions ad on the new method for... See the Onions ad on the new method for death penalty? No, but have you guys seen the amazing Onion takeover of InfoWars with Tim Heidecker? Tim Heidecker is like a personal favorite comedian of mine. And they bought InfoWars because Alex Jones has been so sued into oblivion for being a moron. Rip Betty Broderick. The way he talked, I believe it. I couldn't get into Trailer Park Boys. If you watch the first 3 seasons, it's pretty good. When it's really basic, it's really good. Up until season 3 when Bubbles gets conky. Then it like this. Then it starts this garbage. The first 5 were solid. Season 1 and 2 were gold. I remember I started seeing the Trailer Park Boys when it was airing originally, the first season. And it was like my girlfriend of the time, her like mom's boyfriend, because they were probably only like 30, because I was 17 and 18, and her mom had her pretty young. They were like 35 max, I bet, and they were watching this Trailer Park Boys thing. I was like, what the hell are you guys watching? And I started watching it with them, and it felt like I was onto this secret show because nobody was watching it when it was airing right away. And yeah, it was great. I talked to Tim Heidecker for like 5 minutes about Tiny Tim once. LOL, that's amazing. LOL, Tim was making some of his InfoWars videos here in Philly, yeah. I was in jail with a dude that looks just like Bubbles. He was in for pushing his grandma over her walker for liquor and crack money. I thought it was him. Once Showtime sells it, the true death of the show to me. They sold it, when did they sold it to Netflix quite a long time in, because I mean, season 1 of that show, believe it or not, is like probably 2002. 2002, 2003 latest. So, because it was when I was dating Christine, and that was when I was 17. It was 2001. 2001 or 2002 that show came out. Crazy, it's that old. Of course, I've seen Tim Heidecker's cooking show on YouTube. Cooking tips, kitchen tips with Tim. It's amazing. Pissman's mustard. Dude, everything he does is good. His stand-up special is one of the all-time greats. And you have to, like, and on cinema, at the cinema, is like a complete masterpiece. It's like 10 seasons long or something now, and it's like the character arcs of this thing. It's very meta, it's very whatever, but like it's incredible, the commitment that he has to a joke sometimes. It's like Nathan For You. He's Canadian, by the way. Nathan Fielder. Nathan For You was one of the all-time great shows as well. And the finale, Finding Francis, should have won an Oscar. Is amazing. Or an Emmy Award. It's a wild performance. Season 1 was the most indie production made by a few buddies who had a few $100. I actually dated someone who lived in the season 3 trailer park when they filmed it. That's awesome. It's out by Moncton. They season 1, like the guy who plays Ricky's dad is actually one of the producers. Ricky's dad. Hey Rick. Hey. It's pepperoni. Nathan Fielder. Yeah, he's incredible. Nathan Fielder. Okay, folks, we're going to start wrapping it up tonight. If you haven't got your box, get over there to breakfastcerealshop.com. There's not going to be around for long. I don't have that many. I ship out on Mondays. And yeah, here you go. There's a... You should do William... Holy shit. Hey, Danny, we're just wrapping up. But yeah, if you want one, you got to get it this week before they're gone for the most part. Maybe they'll be around a couple of weeks. I don't know, but we'll see. But it's been a great live again. Next week, I think I'll be here with a guest. And yeah, we're going to do a movie watch soon. And there'll be a new episode out on Friday or Saturday. They should still be there, I think, on Friday, Ben Shapiro. Okay, folks. Have a good night. Love y'all.